Today, I will be looking at Karl and McKenna's vegetable gardens to determine which one has the larger area and how much larger it is. So we're looking at Karl versus McKenna. So I'm going to look at first the length and width of their vegetable gardens. So Karl's is 20 feet by 35 feet, and McKenna's is 25 feet by 30 feet. So I'm going to be drawing an area model to show the difference in their sizes. So first I'm going to start with Karl's. I'm going to draw roughly 35 feet by 20 feet. 35 feet by 20 feet. This is Karl's lovely garden. So I want to use friendlier numbers to figure out the area. So 35 feet can be broken up into 3 groups of 10 and 1 group of 5. So I'm going to separate this up, and these are each represent length of feet. So 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet, and 5 feet. So 10, 20, 30, 5. I'm just going to separate 20 up into 2 groups of 10 feet. I'm going to draw these out so it is easier to determine the smaller areas. So let's start up in this corner. We know that 10 times 10 equals 100. So this is 100 feet squared. We can do this over and over again for all of these that are 10 multiplied by 10. So they're all going to be feet squared. So we can see that Karl thus far has 600 feet squared as his area. So now I'll move over here to the 5 feet. So 5 times 10 is 50 feet squared. 5 times 10 is 50. So we've determined that Karl has 600, and 50 plus 50 is another 100, so 700 feet squared as the area of his vegetable garden. So now we're going to do one simple change to find McKenna's garden's area. So Karl had 35 feet on this side, but McKenna has 25 feet on this side. So we're going to take off this 5 feet from Karl's garden and add it over here onto McKenna's garden. So now we have McKenna's dimensions, which is 25 feet by 30 feet. So we still have 30 feet, 10, 20, 30 up there. And now over here we have 20. We just need to add the 5 down here. So now we can find the area of what McKenna's garden is. So as you can see, the 600 has stayed the same. The only difference is the area we need to find down with the 5. So once again, 10 times 5 is 50 feet squared. 10 times 5 is 50 feet squared, and 10 times 5 is 50 feet squared. So we have 600 here, and then we have 50 plus 50, which is another 100, so that's 700. That's the square footage of Karl's garden. But McKenna has 50 left over that Karl doesn't have. So McKenna's square footage is 750 feet squared. So, as we can clearly see, McKenna's garden is larger in area, and she has 50 extra square feet to put all of those yummy vegetables.